name is Marilyn, and this presentation is about children with ADHD and why medication is a good idea. Please hold any questions to the end. Attention Deficit Disorder, ADD, and Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, ADHD, are both disruptive behavior disorders, which symptoms include impulsivity, inattention, and hyperactivity. These characteristics are often common in young children, but ADHD children continue to exhibit these behaviors long after they're age appropriate. These symptoms are often heightened in settings with large groups, too much excitement, and little one-on-one attention, making school and daycare a place where these are often diagnosed and pinpointed. Medications are available to help treat these symptoms, and while special circumstances should always be considered, it can be a great help to a child with ADHD. Often the biggest challenge for ADHD children is schoolwork. The challenges for these children are the inability to concentrate on schoolwork, listening and following directions issues, a lack of self-esteem, and even cause to be labeled as a troublemaker. Experts say that students with ADHD fail at learning tasks that require adequate levels of attention and active involvement. Students with ADHD spend less time studying and put out less effort to achieve these educational objectives. In addition to these common problems, ADHD children struggle with organization because of memory, working efficiently, and being alert, and even a lack of caring for their own work. As you can see in this chart, stimulation medication lowers impulsivities, increases attentiveness, decreases emotional overactivity. Decreasing emotional overactivity allows more time between getting angry and acting out on it. The improvements made by stimulant medication improve listening because the child is better able to focus and limit distractions. This improves schoolwork because of the increased attention time, improved relationships with peers, teachers, and parents, and aids in improving self-esteem, giving the child a chance to be considered what is normal. Impulsive behavior ADHD children exhibit strained relationships. In the classroom, disruptive disorders such as interrupting the teacher, talking out of turn, meandering out of their seats, and making excessive and inappropriate noises are a constant problem. On the playground, they can be disastrous. ADHD children are notoriously self-focused. They have a hard time expressing themselves appropriately, are easily frustrated, and even have difficulty assessing situations. These behavior issues can lead not only to being labeled as a troublemaker by students and peers, but can cause undue stress at home by constantly being in trouble at school. Being in trouble at school all the time and at home can lead to self-esteem issues, leaving children wondering what's wrong with me and why can't I act like the other children. Medication for these children is an effective way to calm these impulsive behaviors. Although long-term side effects are largely unknown, it may not work for everyone. Experts agree that stimulant medication is the best one available treatment. Parents and teachers not only see improvement on schoolwork, but behavior in the classroom and improvement in their relationships. Is there any questions you all have for me?
Why medication? Isn't there another way?
The most common and effective treatment have been found to be the psychostimulants and non-stimulant medications. The second most common is a behavior therapy, such as training for parents, teachers, and children, along with psychological intervention for the children. The third method of treating children is with a restrictive diet, primarily excluding all refined sugars. Since stimulant and non-stimulant medication have only been found to have a positive response in 70 to 80% of children, the other children must find another solution. Although therapy is a wonderful way to teach children how to think behaviors through and also teach life skills, the impulsivity level is still high in ADHD children. A restrictive diet is a lifestyle change in which a child is kept off of foods with sugars, artificial colors and flavors, and preservatives. This is based off the theory that many children are sensitive to foods and their bodies react in ways such as attaining ADHD. The theory has been tested many times and has been found to only be valid in a small group of children with a sensitivity to food. The best options are a combination of the medication and therapy for both the children and the parents. Any other questions?
Isn't ADHD overdiagnosed?
Overdiagnosis is a problem, and many characteristics of ADHD can be represented in other conditions such as depression, anxiety, stress at home, and even learning disabilities such as Tourette's. Factors that may influence overdiagnosis are the media, hurried physicians, stressed parents and teachers. Because of all the publicity ADHD has received regarding misdiagnosis, many people even question the credibility of this disorder. On the other hand, there are many children who have not been discovered to have ADHD that need help. Girls are often the subject of these false negative assessments. Tests by skeptics have tried to determine the cause of overdiagnosis and have been found that tests which include more ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder symptoms, opposed to attention deficit disorder syndromes, allow more boys to be tested falsely positive and girls to go undetected. Thank you for your attention today, and that is the end of my presentation.